and Molly. Welcome. Take a seat. Once again, I'd like to welcome you both to your new careers with the Air Force Civilian Service, or AFCS, and also the Palace Acquire and Copper Cap development programs. You're now part of a global organization with more than 180,000 employees, hundreds of foreign and domestic locations, and thousands of employment opportunities.
But most of all, you're joining a team of men and women committed to supporting the Air Force and fulfilling its mission to fly, fight, and win in air, space, and cyberspace. That sense of being a part of something bigger than ourselves is a real motivator for AFCS employees.
But there's plenty more to love about an AFCS career. Quality of life, competitive compensation and benefits, challenging work assignments, and a commitment to your professional development. You both have a lot to look forward to.
So let's get you started. First, we'd like to give you a brief overview on civilian careers in the Air Force. Most folks come in on their first day pretty well focused on their own job, but don't know that the Air Force hires civilians in hundreds of different positions in over 20 different career fields.
That's right. In fact, those career fields have more than 670 unique occupations. With that kind of professional diversity, once you complete your training in your current career field, you could switch to a completely different career path every few years without leaving the AFCS.
Some career fields, like history and museums, have very specialized missions and use a narrow range of professionals, while others, such as civil engineering, have much broader missions and require a wide range of skill sets.
And of course, you always have the opportunity to relocate. The Air Force has installations all across the country and overseas. When you have a chance, visit afciviliancareers.com and explore career fields, locations, and more.
But for now, let's get the focus back on you guys. You're part of the Palace Acquire program and the Copper Cap development program. These programs provide full-time civilian employment in all AFCS career fields with 2 to 4 years of on-the-job training.
Elizabeth, you're part of the Copper Cap program, which hires contract specialists only, while the Palace Acquire program hires for various career fields. In both programs, you'll have a formal training plan that will prepare you for a long, successful career in your chosen field. It's a really great opportunity, so you should be proud of your decision.
But don't just take it from us. Listen to what these past Palace Acquire and Copper Cap interns have to say.
I'm currently a Copper Cap trainee, and I'll be graduating next spring.
I was hired in as a Copper Cap in the summer of 2009, and I went through 2 months of training along with additional classroom training throughout the last couple years.
Coming into the Palace Acquire program afforded me more opportunities to learn.
Since I did not have my master's degree beforehand, I was able to work full-time and still achieve my master's.
The Department of Defense is a wonderful place to work. It has offered me lots of personal growth and also career advancements.
You don't feel like you're stuck in the same position forever. If you want to advance and better yourself and better your career, upgrade that resume, there's definitely opportunities to do that.
In the Palace Acquire program, you come in as a GS7 and you're placed in a directorate. And even within that directorate, after 6 months, you're placed into another component of that directorate.
I was placed in 2 different offices. First in industrial environmental facilities office, and then currently in the F-15. So I rotated around a few different times, and then now that I'm graduating from the program, I'm going out to Washington, D.C. for my permanent placement.
I went from information security to personnel security to industrial security, so I'm learning every different component of it to see how they all fit together versus just that one aspect.
I started off as an intern and I was a GS7 and I worked my way up to a GS11 and now I'm actually a GS12, so I accomplished all that within 4 years.
This program escalates or elevates your chances of moving up the ladder much quicker in about 3 years versus 5 to 7.
You attend classes, you attend workshops and conferences, you go on TDYs where you go to different bases and see how things are run at different bases. It just gives you an opportunity to learn so much more than just coming in as a GS7 where you would be focused on that specific job and that job's responsibility.
Once you see that C-130J or that F-22 or that F-16, fly across the skies, that, you had a part in that, and that's definitely fulfilling.
It's an incredible feeling. It's an overwhelming excitement. You work on things, you see it on paper, you see dimensions, you see the options, you see things like that. But then to actually physically be able to get in, sit behind the seat is an overwhelming excitement. It's so cool to get inside and be in that and see what you're procuring.
There's a certain motto that contractor professionals use, and one of them is, you got it, we bought it.
I would definitely recommend the Copper Cap program for anybody who's either right out of school or grad school and wants to kind of get an overview, a detailed overview of how the process works. You
tell somebody that you work for the Department of Defense and that you work for the Air Force, they already, whoa, kind of are taken back by that. And it's been an honor to say that and an honor to represent the Air Force.
Sounds like you've made a pretty good choice, right? Well, believe it or not, there's still more.
Everyone's heard about the great benefits package that comes with a federal job, right? Well, the Air Force is no different. In the next couple of days, you'll be presented with information from our HR office on everything from how you can accrue annual and sick leave to how you can participate in a top retirement savings program that's a lot like a 401k. It's a great deal.
You'll also get information from the HR office about medical benefits and help in choosing the best health plan, life insurance, and child and elder care. Plus, you'll learn about flexible spending accounts, long-term care insurance, commuter subsidies, flexible work schedules, and a variety of other benefits available to you as an employee of the federal government.
You'll also learn when you'll be paid, how to request time off, employee safety, and other day-to-day items so that you can get through the day and settle into your new job.
After we're done, your supervisors will introduce you to your coworkers and talk to you about workflow and how assignments are made. You'll go over the training that you're receiving, both on the job and in more formal structured programs that are part of your Palace Acquire and Copper Cap programs.
Be sure to ask about other employee development and career advancement opportunities, such as coaching or mentoring. If you have any questions about training, be sure to check with the functional career field or career field teams. And this is the time to find out about when you'll be evaluated and how your formal evaluations will take place.
Okay, I know we've gone over a lot of information, so you may be feeling a bit overwhelmed, but don't worry, it's not unlike your first day at school or any new job. It just takes some time to get situated.
And there'll be plenty of people around to guide you and to answer your questions. Here at AFCS, we're not just a team. We're a family, and we take care of our own.
We also look after our colleagues in uniform. The AFCS is here to support the men and women who serve our country in the United States Air Force. If you take pride in the Air Force mission, nothing will slow you down.
So there you have it. We're so glad you're here, and we wish you every possible success. And the same goes for you. Feel free to refer back to this video whenever you need to, and don't be afraid to ask questions. We've all been there, and we're committed to helping you succeed. Welcome to the Air Force Civilian Service.